Hello everyone, and welcome to the end of Neverland. Also, we're on part 18. Just another 10 parts to go before we can say we cleared the first game.
And the only game. No.
I
mean, again,
Yeah,
it's hard.
I'm not gonna lie. I was really expecting James to make some kind of like cheeky in-universe explanation as to why Seeley just joined us, but no, that's probably the most formal introduction I've heard him do.
Yeah, and Seely's just visiting London, that's all. Okay, anyway, eyelash in my eye for making that very expected response.
Your eye,
I hate that.
Your own body is punishing you.
So welcome to the clock tower, and if I want to finish this world, we need to look for the clock that is, wait a minute.
It's off by a few minutes.
It needs to be midnight. So, oh, and I guess one thing I could talk about this clock tower real quick is that it's actually connected to the in-game time of the system. Not the system of the game itself. So every 15 minutes or every hour of in-game time that goes by, you can come back here and a new treasure chest will be unlocked. It's fortunately only like optional items, nothing like story required or even like important for the ultimate weapon is here. It's just a neat little bonus they include.
Gotcha.
But as far as our purposes here in Neverland, this is where we have the grand keyhole to lock up. Welcome back, Seeley.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You have any thoughts on Peter Pan the movie?
I have never seen it.
Well, that's something we're gonna have to.
Really?
That's something we're gonna have to.
You've seen Hook, but you've never seen this?
Yes.
That's something we're gonna have to rectify during our movie nights.
Mm-hmm.
We got to do that. Also, we got another Navi piece, which will be crucial for reaching the last worlds of the game. Also, we're having a little flashback to when Sora and Riku were youngins.
Again,
We grew up. Let's get on
They were
this island.
chickens.
actually, wait, didn't we see this flashback like earlier?
You're right. I think it's a flashback, and we're going to see something that happened from Riku's perspective that we did not see as Sora. So as they're leaving, New Girl, the Mayor House, because this is where the flashback ended originally, but now
Oh.
he could see the keyhole.
Well.
It's the key.
Wonder what that could mean.
It's the heart of the world.
And I say it has something to do with the fact that since he was a key wielder because of things that have happened in Birth by Sleep, or we're not going to talk about it anymore. He made it back to he used the darkness portal again to get back to where the villains are all hanging out. Hey, Maleficent.
I shouldn't have skipped leg day.
Every time they tell me.
Honestly, the more the series goes into it, a part of me is wondering if they just wanted to up and make Riku the central protagonist, considering all the more cooler shit he does compared to Sora.
You know what? I would not.
He does go through a bigger growth.
I would not
He really
be.
does.
I would not be surprised if, like, by the time the story finally gets some Devil Name development at the time of us recording this, like, I don't know what's happening after the rhythm game. I would not be surprised if they end up pulling a Zero from Mega Man X and somehow switch gears to have Riku be the big star now.
Honestly, that could be what happens, considering how recent story events have happened. That'll happen. I mean, funny you say Zero. I was actually thinking of the at least in later sequels. I was actually thinking of like the relationship between Sora and Riku does feel kind of like Zero and X to a degree.
A little bit, yeah.
In fact, honestly, like, Riku's actor, I can see being a pretty decent Zero if given the chance.
Honestly, yeah, he really does. Honestly, the base voice he already gives Riku, I could already see fitting for Zero.
I would have accepted it. So, in terms of like, in terms of like how we're gonna cover, if we're gonna cover other sequels, Donald, like I was saying, in terms of like other things. Oh, also, this is Tinkerbell decided to say, hey, similar to Genie, she wants to help us save the universe and whatnot.
Yeah.
Well,
so we got a new summon, and Tinkerbell's actually a really, really useful summon if you're going to really dangerous boss fights.
I like that at the end.
I used the fuck out of her.
Yeah.
First off,
What's
phrasing.
that?
Second off, I love just the end of the cutscene where he's like, "What?"
But yeah, as far as what Tinkerbell does, ooh, this actually is.
That's
that's
kind of a Dinky Keyblade.
Yeah, I was about to say.
But I'll take it.
It's about
more
the
powerful than
size
I
of.
got.
No, but
it's
it's
about
more
the size of
powerful.
Tinkerbell herself.
fashion is what matters. But no, anyway, in terms of what Tinkerbell does, while she is currently in your party, at all times she will just be constantly healing you, and the only problem is that when she's out, you can't have Dawn or Goofy, I don't think. But if you were to ever lose all your health and die, she will save you from death one time.
Right. She literally has automatic second chance.
But it only works once per battle. Like, you can't summon her more than once.
Oh,
anyway, the last story required tournament, but I will do the other one. The last story required tournament is already in progress, but I'm gonna give this to. Oh crap! I completely forgot. Since we went through all of Neverland, we now can glide.
I mean, it's not quite the same thing as how we were just flying through Neverland, but close enough.
No, but
we'll get a
it's
fast
still
one
very
later.
useful.
Yeah, I mean, platforming at this point is now almost a non-issue.
Yep.
Considering how clunky it's been up to this point, I'd say that's for the best.
Thank goodness.
So what
now
were
then, back to the.
Fuck you, platforms.
Yeah. Meanwhile, but beyond that, getting back to more important issues. You haven't seen Peter Pan. What other Disney movies have you never seen?
I'm gonna have to look at a list of them to tell you what I haven't seen.
Have you seen Hercules?
Yes.
Okay. Have you seen Beauty and the Beast?
Yes.
I'd be shocked if she hadn't seen Beauty and the Beast. Like, who hasn't seen that movie?
Well, I thought
really.
You know,
Okay.
I know we're not really supposed to say anything about it, but I was thinking of showing my mom the live-action remake of Beauty and the Beast just because it has Kevin Kline in it.
I was about to say, before you said Kevin Kline, I was about to say, why do you hate your mother?
Oh.
We watched
The live action.
We watched
there
a
are
funny
parts of-
movie
go
last
ahead.
night called "I Love You to Death," and
Stars Kevin Kline.
yeah, and that's what made me think of that.
See the light, Sora. See
but
the
hey,
light. Don't go into the light,
The
though.
live-action
go
Beauty
into
and the
the
Beast.
light.
The choreography was amazing.
The choreography is good. Just there's some features of it where I felt were a bit heavy-handed, and we're getting a vision of young Kyrie and her grandma.
Huh.
Long ago, people...
Not voiced by. It's disrespectful to what's her face, to Alice's voice.
I
was
didn't know she
debating-
got voiced yet.
I was
I know
debating
she was not voiced
whether,
yet.
whether one of us would read it completely
The
straight and
darkness
serious
spread,
or
swallowing the
super
light in many
stupid.
people's hearts. It covered everything into... I'm sorry, did you leave the oven on, dearie?
But small fragments of light survived in the hearts of children. I mean,
In
they've
the
got a lot of
hearts of-
light. They've got a lot. They've got a lot of light in there. What are you gonna do with all that light?
And this is the part where Kyrie's like, "Okay, grandmother, just come with me. We're gonna get into the
You
truck."
knew when
now.
I knew Kyrie, I'd give them the light they needed.
She needs it. Damn it, with the kids, your
Let's go
animations are
take your
really funny.
pills now.
It's so she's telling her story, and this is already there's a lot of allusions in the entire story that the world we're actually going to be going to next is where Kyrie first showed up, and first was before showing up in Destiny Islands in the first place. Yeah, hype, what wacky shenanigans you're about to put this old lady through again?
She's basically
Sorry.
describing the plot of Kingdom Hearts Union.
Yeah, I guess so.
But I'm sorry, but you see, Lee, she dropped the take of the century on me. She said that the Kingdom Hearts franchise might be a bit problematic.
Wait, what?
Immorally,
When did I
even.
say that?
We're gonna show them that animation after this. So that's how we learn a bit more. And again, there's an explanation later as to why we had that weird flashback of a character we are not. We are Sora. We are not Kyrie. But there's more to this whole thing. Anywho,
It's very complicated.
this is where the plot's about. This is where the plot's about to get a little bit more
Oh, hey, kid.
complex. Hey, you've been here this whole time. I told you it was gonna take. Take until tomorrow morning. Were you here all night? Yeah.
I have,
Sleep, dude.
Whenever Sora just blanks out like that, I have to think that Donald and Goofy are just like, Sora, why do you go where we can't follow?
It's like, why must you go to the places that we can't go? Yeah.
Why do you have to be the
Scare us
only
when
one
you
that?
do this.
Why do
Go
you
ahead.
get to be the only one that gets to fight Sephiroth?
Goofy's all like, when I don't know. I just thought this. Goofy's like, when there was one set of footprints, that was when I carried you, Sora. I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway, so this is the Hercules Cup. Last one.
Oh my.
Donald, I don't think the Bible can write that large of a font for what you just said.
Oh, this is Final Mix, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So that's why you're going to be seeing different color palettes for things, and also why it's in glorious 16 by 9. The hell are you?
Eat a little mushroom.
Get him!
But yeah, like I guess if you didn't hear me, Logan, I
Fair.
was doing the sunrise sunset thing, but as Donald.
Oh, also the way Mad Truffles work is you're supposed to juggle them, but since he can't give us items because it's the freaking Hercules Cup, I just say pop him once. Oh, hey, Cloud.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cloud.
It's time for our grand rematch after the way you disgraced me last time.
Yeah, now
Anywho.
let's properly beat the shit out of this pretty boy.
Yeah.
Let's rock. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, he's pretty dangerous is what I'm thinking. So.
I mean, that's true.
Anywho, so yeah, Hercules Cup is the last required one if you're going for the secret ending, which which requires us all.
Oh, boy,
Oh shoot! I didn't know you could fly.
When would you? Oh,
I'm a
only
cloud
Matt
pro.
could see you now.
He's a Final Fantasy character. Everyone in that game can fly.
Well,
Yeah.
I wouldn't know about everyone, but
Depending on the
I'm-
circumstances, mind you.
I was about to say I wouldn't know
Oh,
about.
and I guess if you go ahead.
I was about to say I wouldn't know about everyone, but I did appreciate that you caught my thing. It's like, oh, you can fly. I'm a cloud folk.
Oh, that's and I guess as you can see what's happening here. Gui, since these are all basically just, refights for the sake of, gain some experience and...
Oh, you got the
Well,
metal
actually,
chocobo for your troubles.
And, just jumping through it. I'm basically skipping all of the fights that are just against Heartless we've already seen. So, Sora's now getting a little cocky. He wants to fight Hercules one-on-one.
As he does.
Wow.
Should we tell him that he looks like he could literally toss him to the stratosphere?
He could bend him over. He could snap him in two.
I'm not gonna go I'm not gonna go easy on
Lunch?
you. Quit your bullshit.
And then Donald's like lunch. So Hercules is super simple. Wait for him to taunt you like this,
Dude.
and then bop him with a barrel.
It's just
Dope.
And
bonk.
who knew? And who knew? Who knew that after all of the times Hades has been trying to thwart him using that mortality potion, all he had to do was just throw a barrel at him.
Only while he's flexing.
I mean, hey,
Only when he is.
Oh,
it goes to show
while
that
he's flexing.
Go ahead,
it
James.
does honestly go to show that Square might have actually been looking into their history, considering that there is that whole lore behind Hercules that he apparently there's a certain type of like barrel water or whatever that makes him really weak.
Oh, really? I didn't know. Oh,
And
I learned something here.
I'm pretty much aping Kingdom Hearts at this point, or not Kingdom Hearts, freaking Super Game Brothers at this point, and learn in that apparently there was this whole thing about a shirt that he got as a gift, and it literally stripped him of his power, and it caused him great pain.
Huh. I think about the shirt. That's. I don't know why that sounds like.
Oh, boy.
I mean, granted that does sound like classic Roman or classic, ancient mythos. What was the name of that dude who, like, his hair? If you cut his hair off, he had no
Samson.
power. Samson, yeah. So it's like, if all these, whoa,
Oh.
you just have all these things, and yeah, as you see, that it's a pretty simple strategy once you know what to do.
But yeah, apparently the thing with Samson, it wasn't just cutting his hair. He also could not touch dead things or eat grapes.
I didn't know that.
So many weird things. Don't cut. I would have just told people I was allergic to grapes. I wouldn't have told anybody it was my weakness.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to tomatoes.
It's like, I'm sorry. Do you have any vegan-friendly options at this banquet? And that's all you have to say. And whoa,
But grapes are vegan.
I'm just saying, like,
They're not vegan enough.
Just introduced
Dirt
and rocks only.
Oh boy. He'll get you.
Oh, gee.
I'm
What,
gonna
were you
give you
carrying the
such
barrel
a
at him?
tickling. Oh boy.
I mean, so yeah. I mean,
Ow.
this is how the game pretty much goes. And I'm not gonna say the combat gets dumbed down, but the combat gets a lot.
Oh.
Late game Kingdom Hearts is a lot more forgiving than I would say early game Kingdom Hearts could be. Now that we have Cura and a lot of options to fight things with.
Yeah, it is a little more flashy.
Whoa.
Ow.
But that being said,
Doof.
he's done.
So
I
he went
killed.
from a hero to a zero.
And that is us, and somehow we're still not gonna get any recognition, no respect.
From
We're
Phil,
still
anyway.
considered junior heroes. Even
know
though
what?
we
Maybe-
won the trophy, we beat Herc the Jerk.
You know what?
Yeah.
Maybe
Really.
that's why they're not allowed to be in Smash Brothers yet, because they're not real heroes yet.
Junior heroes.
So yeah, that actually also gets a really good weapon for.
Sure.
Dun, dun, dun.
Uh-huh.
And that's also
Again,
we also
quit
got
your
a really
bullshit.
good weapon
I know
for.
what you mean about strength of heart. Mine comes from Donald and Goofy.
Oh shit!
Just come again.
We stick together, we're unbeatable.
Even though they technically didn't help me during that match.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
That's very true.
Yes.
I'm ready for anything.
with them
It's
giving me emotional
Friendship and all that.
support. Put me down.
Do I look like a rag doll?
I'm the
Just something
trash
about
man.
how, like,
I'm sorry.
I love how all he had to do. I love how all he had to
Does
do
he have
was
the
shut
same
him.
voice actor?
No.
No.
Didn't
Nah,
think so.
different guy.
No,
Again,
it's-
decent sound like.
Herc's,
But,
Herc's actor did return for the sequel though.
Yeah.
yeah. And
Yes.
bam, Yellow Trinity. So now we finally, with all of us together, can push the Donald. Where are you pushing?
Jeez.
Donald's careful back there.
Yeah, it's like
You know,
Yeah,
something
this
tells me we could have done this sooner.
Well, because yeah, we didn't get the Yellow Trinity, and also, this is actually one of two entirely optional keyholes in the game. We don't have to seal this place, but
So
I'm
then
gonna
why
do
are
it.
they here?
And honestly,
Well,
like,
I'm
because there's,
doing it
there's
'cause
Heartless here.
Yeah.
And actually, you know what?
So,
since this one's technically optional, maybe that's why we see it in every other Devil Dam game.
I guess so.
yeah.
And I guess I would also explain why in the sequels they still refer to us as junior heroes.
Yeah, because according to canon, we just we let it be.
This world is
I
in a
suppose.
constant state of loop.
Yeah. So, that said, we can now claim that we have won the Grand Master, and I may just switch to this because I'm not using magic as much as I normally would, and this will give me all the strength I need.
You know, when I saw Metal
At least
Chocobo,
Yeah, there
I
you
was
go.
when I saw Metal Chocobo, I was really expecting it to be just a chocobo with a metal skin, and the chocobo itself was the blade.
That would have been cute. Also, what you're seeing me do here is, since we are very, very close to finishing the entire,
Game.
game, or at least, okay, not very, very. Without my tongue, we're 10 parts away from.
Let's just
Since we're
say
getting close to
that
the
from now
big, like,
until
game.
the near end of the game, we're going to be going through a lot of backtracking.
Yeah. So
yeah,
for
I've
now, I'm
noticed
tackling.
in the
So for now,
thumbnails.
so what I'm doing here is first I'm going for all of these chests that I missed in previous areas. Now that I have, as you see, high jump
Glide.
and glide, which, as I previously stated, makes platforming a breeze.
Dark
I
matter.
get a lot of goodies. That's a synthesis item.
Oh, because I was about to
I mean,
say,
look at
I
this.
feel like
Whoosh.
you should be careful with that. Put that in the wrong world, and it'll corrupt it.
Yeah, maybe. And I mean, other than that, this has still been a really fun little adventure. And okay, so the next world we're going into is. It's not my favorite. I adore its music. I love the piano so much in that level, but it's not like. It's not my favorite world to go back through because it's very
Labyrinthine.
It's
Yeah,
bullshit.
pretty much.
I'm just gonna say it.
It's
I
very-
said it last part.
It's
bullshit.
it lasts forever. It lasts like the length of 2 to 3 other videos. Also fine. I'm gonna do the vine swinging.
Hooray!
You have become
seen
the
Tar-
Tarzan.
Have you seen Tarzan, Seely?
No, she was there when we mentioned
once.
Tarzan.
I forgot.
Yeah, I remember, I think pretty much all the girls except for Allie said that they liked it.
I love how you were there, and Donald and Goofy were way over there.
It's like cool, Sora. That's real nice. I'm not touching that though. Oh, nice power up. This is
Yeah.
going right to Donald, Sora.
Oops.
Yeah,
I
like we said, all stat buffs go to Sora.
Yeah.
What's up, Gui?
I was just gonna mention that I liked Tarzan when it first came out, but years later
Not your thing?
nah. I just don't like it as much as I used to.
Whoop.
I
I
yeah,
was
what
about
was
it
about
that
it? Was it Rosie? Did you not like Rosie?
Well, her and Phil Collins. Not him as a person, but his music.
His music was not that bad. Trash in the Camp is classic, and I do like the songs in Tarzan more than I do Brother Bear.
Thank you.
I guess. Oh yeah. I mean, like, okay. I'll. I kind of want to go on this tangent now, but we're at the end of the video. Shit.
Join us.
I got her.
Well, you know what? Join us next time when, at the time of recording, we'll somehow predict Kingdom Hearts 4. We'll then introduce the Brother Bear world.
Oh God, no. God.
Oh, that's
Okay.
buddy.
Really quick.
Oh, go for it.
The songs in that movie were shit. I'm sorry. I'm gonna. There, I said it.
Just commit to it. Yeah, okay. There we are.
I don't know about
Alrighty.
you, but I want to see those moose fight the Heartless, say.
No. No. Nah. Yeah, no. All right, take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.